Good morning, YouTube. Tired Metalhead Weatherman here. Urgent situation today. Moderate risk for severe weather. We talked a little bit about it last night. It's a level 4 out of 5. And this is a tornado-driven threat. Again, with yesterday's video, it talks a little bit more in-depthly about the parameters, but we're more so just going to touch on what we're going to see today. We already have a pretty good idea of what could happen if all these conditions come together as we would be expecting them to. So just a quick recap here. Moderate risk extends from, they've included Memphis now, but literally just woke up not too long ago, but this now includes Memphis. We have Greenville involved in this still, Vicksburg. We have South Haven involved too, Monroe, Louisiana, Memphis, Tennessee. Well, I've already said them. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and there's numerous other areas in that moderate risk. The enhanced risk we also have to watch as well. We have an extension a little bit more towards the north and a little bit even towards the west here. So the eastern boot heel, of Missouri, you're in there as well. The westernmost parts of Kentucky, we're watching you too. Little Rock, you're still in there. Shreveport, you're still in there. Alexander, you're actually pretty close to that line between slight and enhanced risk here. But those are the big changes that I've noticed here. There are more people in the slight risk now. Bowling Green is now fully in there. Evansville, you're just to the south of it. A lot of central Kentucky is involved. So definitely you guys need to be watching the weather today and into the evening. This could be an overnight threat where all hazards are possible. Storm system is not a joke. I've been tracking it for almost a week straight now, and then not at really any point did it look like it was going to be one for the faint of heart. But from what I've seen over the last few trends, oh my goodness, this storm system has probably had some of the strongest helicities that I think I've seen since maybe the super outbreak. Let's hope that doesn't end up being the case. I do intend to try to live stream after I get off work. I do think I'll have enough time to get home and be ready for that. But in that situation, though, regardless of whether you are watching me, as I'm looking through the temperatures here, regardless of whether you are watching me, Ryan Hall, Nate Snyder, it does not matter. The main goal here is for you to get access to warnings, get the access to the information that you need, because this could be a life-threatening event. I hate to say wording like that. I really do. But I am really concerned about today. I'm not going to lie. So just if you could, whether you're watching your local news network, one of us in the weather community on YouTube, just get out there and make sure you are properly informed and acting in a proper manner should conditions deteriorate in your area. We already knew about the temperatures here, but I'm just trying to make sure that you see it. But warm sector's been abundant all throughout the course of the day. Seeing these 80s right here almost makes me sick to my stomach, knowing what else is in store for this area. Between that and the dew points, which we already know are already ripe. In fact, they're ripe right now even. Seeing these upper 60s, getting above 65 plus, even 70 in some spots before the storms even arrive. That is not good news. And even as this line of storms will start to form, you can see these 70s reaching out far. Good grief. And this even has vectored further north than what I've seen in the last runs. It's just as we've drawn closer to this event, we've seen the models trend a little bit more intensely as time goes on. And there is a marginal risk heading into Saturday morning for parts of the southeast. This even includes Atlanta. So you guys need, around my neck of the woods, some of you guys watch my videos, I do know. So you need to be on guard here. Is it going to be a robust threat like what we're seeing today? No. But even so, these storms will still have plenty of leftover pop as they head across town here. So you might want to sleep with one eye open, make sure you have a way to get warnings overnight, and make sure you are able to wake up if needed be. That being said, let's go ahead and look at let's look at the parameters really quickly, and then we're going to go over again the craziest helicities I think I've ever seen. Mixed layer cape for this event is very impressive. Not an explosive environment, but we don't need one. And the problem is that there isn't one if you have an explosive storm environment, you're gonna see a lot more storms. You're gonna see these storms competing with each other. It could be a messier storm mode, but what ends up happening here, because there's a little bit more of a discrete storm mode here, we're gonna end up seeing look at that. And I've been looking for that all of yesterday, but look at that. Particularly dangerous situation, tornado. Good grief. Look at the numbers. The storm relative helicity, really impressive here. Cape is at 2,000 plus joules per kilogram. Significant tornado parameters indicative of potentially up to EF4 plus. Definitely not what we're wanting to see here. All we can do really is hope that these conditions do not come to fruition somehow. And then, of course, throughout the course of the day, tomorrow, storm threat starts to emerge a little bit further to the south here. Have to watch that. It's a pretty impressive cape right there, I'm not going to lie. Oh, wow. That's going to be interesting to look at right there. I don't know if that holds true or not, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. Sorry if I sound stuffy, I still am, but I'm powering through it. I've just made my mind up, honestly. So looking at the helicities, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And we're going to also look at the SIGTOR and then, of course, the storm mode. I'm really trying to drive this home here. I haven't seen numbers like what I've seen on this model since the super outbreak in 2011. It is utterly insane to think that we can have numbers like this again. The fact that I'm seeing numbers like that leaves a small pit in my stomach. Look at that, 896 meters squared per second squared. That's unheard of. Look at that. It's another sounding particularly dangerous tornado sig. We have dew points near 70. Look at that. The cape value isn't even high with this. You don't even need a high cape value for this. Like I said before, really 1,000 joules per kilogram is more than enough. But look at the helicity here. 615 meters squared per second squared between, as an average, between 1 to 3 kilometers. This is very eerie. This brings back some very bad memories in the near textbook, and this is also a near textbook hordeograph. This huge curve. Just, oh my goodness. This is insane to look at. It's beyond insane to look at. This really is like almost dead set flashback to 2011 in a way. Because I've been doing this far longer than I've been on YouTube. But just to think that these helicities are still persistent even as we get into the overnight hours. Ugh, jeez. Wow. But that's just one of many. What that sounding is pretty much a perfect indicator of what we could be seeing. Let's really, like I said, if you aren't sharing these videos, whether it's from me or anyone else, that is streaming or making forecast videos today, definitely do so. You could be very well saving someone's skin today, for sure. That being said, here's what the significant tornado parameter looks like. You're going to see some chilling numbers here. When you start getting into those pinks, it's getting ugly. We're getting 4s, we're getting 5s. Easily getting, oh, that's a 7. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Like I said, you don't see numbers like this every day. But, like I said, please, if you can, if you would, share this video, share anyone who's making forecast videos out today. So, once we get into the overnight, thankfully, the significant tornado threat will start to diminish. Not to say that the threat is 0, but we'll start to lean more and more towards a damaging wind event. We will have to watch further towards the south for some increased threats later on Saturday. I don't think it'll be anywhere near as noteworthy. Nonetheless, though, anyone in South Georgia towards South Carolina, we're going to have to watch you guys for a threat of severe weather, including a marginal chance of tornadoes. So last but not least, let's go ahead and take a look at what our storm modes will be. We pretty much have an idea of what to expect already, just from looking at those QT charts and the hortographs, for all the weather nerds out there, you probably know already that we're going to be seeing plenty of discrete supercells, unfortunately. Exactly what we don't want to see. But here we go, taking a look at that. Oh boy, this is heading towards about 8 o'clock. This is getting towards twilight hours. Not what we want to see at all. These discrete storms in an environment that's supercharged and almost primed for tornadic activity. And as time goes on, these persist for a while. You could even see multiple rounds of storms. You could see this line of discrete supercells, embedded supercells, and then even damaging winds behind that, unfortunately. Look at this right here. You can even see, just based off of the composite reflectivity, just supercell after supercell ahead of this main line. And even then, the main line itself kind of breaks down into embedded supercells too. So this could be a multi-round threat. This is going to be a very long day from the looks of it. And that even persists as we head into the morning hours across even Georgia. So it could be a long night. Hopefully everyone is doing exactly what they need to do to not only get the warning out, but to make sure that they're getting warnings properly, that they're getting warnings in a timely fashion and reacting to them. So I'm going to have to hurry up and get to work here. Yeah, I'm still a little bit banged up, but got to make things happen. I will see you guys this afternoon. Till then, this has been Tire Metalhead Weatherman. You already know what to do. If I haven't said it enough, share these videos. Share anyone's forecasting videos that you end up finding today. If it pops up in your feed, share it. It doesn't matter who. That being said, this has been Tire Metalhead Weatherman. The goal is all the same. Let's help some people out today. See you guys in the afternoon. Until then, take care and stay safe. Stay weather aware.